I don't know why my video. Oh, I see it gives me 7 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm gonna have to see how I can adjust that. So anyways, this is part 2 of the video that cut me off. I'll figure out the timing thing before I record another video so that I can lengthen it. But what I was saying is that the Airbnb, it split my time from this date to this date. It gave me 2 places, right? So I'm 6 days in this hour and a half south of Phnom Penh, and then the last 3 days before I meet up with my friends again in Phnom Penh to go over to Vietnam into Ho Chi Minh, which again I'm not staying in. I'm gonna jump on the train right away and go halfway up to Da Nang. And I think it's much more nature. It's from what I understand, the real Vietnam, the old Vietnam. That's kind of what is my interest. So I'm going to go there. But so that's what was interesting, was that the first place that it suggested, a day went by, the people didn't respond, and it canceled it on me. And then either it gave me another suggestion, or I just went and searched those dates anyways, like just the 6 days that I needed, and I found this place that I'm at now. And it's just, I love that whole, when you're completely at one with the universe, and you're in tune with the guidance of it, and you're aware of the higher power, and all those things that I've talked about in much previous videos of mine and things like that, many of us are all in line with it. I'm not flying solo on this one or anything. There's many of us, but for me, it grows all the time. It strengthens all the time. I'm more aware of it all the time. It's beautiful. I wish everyone in the world could tune into it. There's obviously just way too much trauma, too much suffering, too many distractions for many people to really sink in. And that's just the way this world has been created, to control you, to have you, working all the time and just distracted. All these distractions and the traumas, our energy, whatever we are, attracts the same kind of energy, and it's difficult at times. The whole roller coaster. It's difficult to stay focused on the awareness. It's very difficult sometimes. Not all the time. Depends on where you are, what you're doing. But there's constant distractions that pull you away, and I'm guilty of it all the time, actually. But anyways, so I really thought that was quite special, how that the first one just wasn't meant to be, and it canceled, and I ended up where I was supposed to be. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful young Cambodian family. They're just in their young 30s. They've got 2 beautiful little boys, very young, 6 and 3. And the young man is the husband. He's so they've got a medical clinic there. He's a nurse. He went to university in Phnom Penh, and created a private clinic for himself and his family. They have a couple of rooms upstairs, private rooms that they rent out. That's and it was interesting. I said, there's many people I meet here that have like rooms, and they say, where are you staying? You can stay here, and this and that. And I'm like, well, where do you advertise? Show me your Airbnb, or and they have no clue. They have no clue what I'm even talking about. So I'm like, they're like, can you just tell all your friends? And I'm like, that's your advertising? Oh my goodness. So it's, it breaks my heart. The education is not here on things like technology. And so I feel like that's part of my journey, is to share, which is a lot of our journeys, is to share and to, be at one with the people and the universe and everything, right? So, and, it's been an incredible 2-way street with this family. Yesterday, the gentleman offered to take me. He wanted to show me his parents' house, and, they showed me the old tractors, and talked about how when he was a kid, he was out plowing the field before he went to school in the morning at 4 or 5 in the morning, and I don't know, just everything. They had mango trees and banana trees and lime trees and papaya. I don't know, just every kind of tree you could think of, and you know, and the machine that strips the casing, the outer shell from the rice. They dump the rice in and then fire up the machine, and it strips the outer hard shell, and you get the rice inside of it. I didn't even know. I thought rice just came like rice, you know, like I didn't know there was a process to it all. I got 2 minutes left. Anyways, I guess that's my I don't know. I covered a few things here, I think, right? The main thing was I was curious about the burnt on the ground with the. That's interesting to me. I don't really understand it, but how it's not gone, and yet there's no evidence of it being like, look behind me. There's no evidence of it being on fire ever. So that's crazy. It's like almost just like the ground itself just burnt and nothing else. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy my videos and what I'm talking about. And if not, that's okay too. You know, you visit, you leave. That's what we do, right? We go with the flow. We go with what resonates with us, what doesn't resonate with us. You know, don't fight it, guys. When something doesn't feel right or it's too difficult and you keep trying, it's probably not meant to be. It's meant that you change directions and try something different. And that's what the beautiful thing about the universe and the guidance. And lately I've been referencing God a lot, only because and I'm okay with that. That's the thing. I believe in a higher power. I've just never referenced it as God in particular, because I personally don't have any proof of God. Like, I have proof of a higher power, at least what I think, because things happen and I can't explain it. And I've had personal experiences even, so that's my belief. But as far as like something specific like that, I really don't. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if, like, does anybody really have any idea? How do we really know? Anyways, I'm not going to get into some sort of religion discussion, but I'm in Buddhist country right now. You know, I've been in the Philippines, which is mostly Christian, and so, you know, they all point to God and they reference God and that. So I find when I'm talking to the people, it's just easier for me to reference God as the higher power or whatever. So it's just interesting because I reference it a lot more now than I ever have in my life, and I've gotten comfortable with it because it's really just your perception, right, and your view. Anyways, this is going to cut me off. So thanks for listening.